Hey, what's up everybody? You know who it is. It's your boy antBEAST back today with another Clash Royale video. Finally, you may have wondering, where you been, brah? Well, I have been streaming. I just haven't made a lot of videos just for YouTube. So today I'm bringing you a new video with footage of me and a clanmate playing clan battles, and we actually did really well, and we didn't really communicate at all before we put the decks together and played together. We actually just kind of ended up playing together, and our decks just worked really well. So I'm playing this on my junior account in my original clan, the Art of War, and I play with Trevor first. We win, then we lose, then he has to go. I didn't see that. So when I jump into the next one, I thought it was me and Trevor. I didn't really pay attention to the loading screen. So I didn't know what he had for a deck. All right. I didn't know it wasn't Trevor, and we ended up getting 3-0 on this first one with my antBEAST junior account and cartoons and stuff. So this is our first match. If you saw the record of the replay, we went 3-0 on this one, and we end up going on to win 9 more matches in a row. So on the junior account, I don't have a lot of cards unlocked. Like, I have maybe like 25 to 30 cards unlocked. There's 72 in the game now. Soon to be 74 with the release of the Night Witch and the Bats. But I'm like, okay, I thought that my troops were going to be at a low level and I would just try to get a win so that I could get the clan chest when it happens. But they actually level you up to tournament standard, which I never thought about before because all my cards are already there. Tournament standard is something that all my cards, like epics, legendaries, everything, you know, it's already there, so I don't even think about it. With this first match, though, excuse me, I thought Trevor just switched up his deck. I didn't look at the names, I just looked at the screen, played the cards, looked at my cards, looked at, you know, the elixir I had, and we just did it. He has some pretty strong cards, Quinn and Jordan. They have the Knight, the Witch, Infernal Dragon, Giant, take all the, you know, to tank all the damage right in front of them. But we did a lot of damage on their right side. So they're down to 300. That's rocket range. If you see, I got the decks up there on the screen for you. The top deck on the right of the screen is my deck. I had Furnace, Minion Horde, Inferno Tower, Goblins, Archers, Giant, Rocket, and Zap. So I figured with what I had, it'd be a really good idea to get a tank. Because I don't have a lot of useful cards. So I got the Giant, and I was like, well, I got the Furnace, and I know the Furnace is very versatile, super annoying to deal with in challenges and on ladder because it gives you that constant chip damage, and it's always a threat to your tower as long as it's up. So I'm like, all right, I'll try that. I use Rocket to damage, you know, hopefully I'll get a group of troops, and a group of troops, that's a new thing we're gonna start saying, y'all. Group of troops, and you know, get a lot of value out of it. I figured Minion Horde is probably my best bet. I don't think I had Baby Dragon or anything unlocked yet. And then Zap. Like, I don't have Log. I can't use that. But once we got that right side down, and we had this huge push coming on the left side, and we countered all their troops in their push, I think they kind of just let it go. They're like, whatever. This is, you know... I don't want to say anything, any cuss words on the YouTube video, but BS is probably what they were thinking. You know, I felt that way. I'm sure you have. When you're losing, you're just like, this is what? Our troops are these, and we just lost so bad, you know, get mad. But it was a good game. And so after this match, when I exited, I looked and I was like, cartoons and stuff said nice. And I'm like, oh, you were watching. And then I looked at the name. I was like, oh, no, you were the guy playing with me. What? I didn't even know. And it's crazy because his deck is on the bottom right there. Log, Lumberjack, Hog, Lightning, Minions. I got the Minion Horde, so we got a lot of minions. And he got Archers, I got Archers, a lot of anti-air. And he got the Goblin Gang and Zap as well. So we can do double Zap if we need to. So I think I'm just going through showing you some of the wins. That was the first one, 3-0. Second match, 2-0. I think I wanted to pause here so you guys could see it. But I think I maybe paused too long on the first one. So 3-0, 2-0, 1-0. That's 3 matches. What do we got next? 1-0. I think this is like a 1-0. Oh, a 3-0. It's like the first 5 matches. We didn't even lose a tower in the first 5 matches. We didn't plan these decks synergizing. I had a deck, he had a deck, he jumped in, we played. Magic happened. Thank you, Supercell. I believe in magic again. This is magical. And it's not even a chest. It's just magical. So this one, I was going to start with a giant push. He's going ahead right away down the opposite lane with a hog, which normally is great, except this is 2 people. So we're not facing just one person with the P.E.K.K.A on the left lane. We're facing 2 people who can counter that push on the right. Ooh. Excuse me, it's a little late as I record. Last one I recorded, it didn't have any audio, so I'm just doing it all over again. That P.E.K.K.A had the bomber behind it, which makes it hard to counter because it's so close to the P.E.K.K.A that if you don't distract the P.E.K.K.A before it gets too close to the tower, it's going to take your tower. And if you don't take the bomber out before it, can attack your counter troops, that's going to let the P.E.K.K.A get too close. You have to do it closer to the bridge. And we don't have fireball or poison. I think he has log, but I don't. So he dropped the lumberjack to take out the bomber, but as soon as that happened, P.E.K.K.A turns around, chops the lumberjack in half. Metaphorically speaking, they don't really get chopped in half on here, they just turn into elixir. We actually stopped that whole push on the left side. We took about 500 damage. We got a pretty big push coming down this right lane, the mini P.E.K.K.A. Then we got like 1 minion targeting the mini P.E.K.K.A, so we dropped some archers who just died quickly, but they ended up stopping that mini P.E.K.K.A. So that leaves us with 500 off about, I think 500 or 400 off of both towers. That's pretty good. They had some big pushes. We're ahead a little bit, coming into double elixir time. Furnace coming in super clutch, killing their counter the archers without really doing much to the hog rider. So that tower's almost down. I was gonna rocket it, but because the furnace has so much health, it actually takes it down to such a low HP that a rocket might be a waste of elixir for that tower. It's like, what is it, 180 right there? Look at this though. Our counter, we took quite a bit of damage on that left side, about 500 more, but our counter push is going to be a lumberjack and 4 archers. That's like an archer horde. What else is there? Goblin gang. It's an archer gang. Lumberjack dies. He sends in the hog. This right side is already almost down because of the furnace. We took the left side out with the push in a matter of 20 seconds, 30 seconds. They countered, but that it wasn't enough, even with the P.E.K.K.A. We got a 3 crown on these guys. So for our first 5 matches, we didn't even lose a tower. There's no planning in that. It just happened. The first one, obviously we got to know each other's decks. And so we kind of communicate a little bit, like I'll drop a giant back here, like okay, here it goes. Then he'll wait, drop some supporting troops, stuff like that. I'll try to log, or I don't have log. I try to zap, save the hog rider, stuff like that. But the first match, we just, no idea. So here, we win 2-1, 2-1. Donald Dump, 2-1. And this is the last one, Dark Knight, Santuris, 1-0. And then, okay, so we had a 10-win streak, I said, right? After that, we lost 2 matches. We were like, what happened? Like, it was so bad. We were just like, what? How do we lose? Like that. Like, we just felt like so much pressure. So we did one more match. Dragon Flames and Doc on the Dragon Den clan. And we won 2-1. Now, I want to show you this because they have 2 golems. And they play them together. Which is kind of scary when you see it coming down the lane. If we had Fireball and Poison, maybe not so bad because we'll get the supporting troops with the Fireball splash damage. I guess it's like a radius. I guess it's not really splash damage. You know what I mean. And then the Poison. But we didn't have those. Fortunately, I did grab the Inferno Tower in the beginning. And I have 2 buildings. Now imagine if I didn't have 2 buildings. Or if I didn't have Inferno Tower and Cartoon subbed in it, we wouldn't have had a comeback. We'd have just lost 3 in a row and then been like, well, we had a good run. You know. So we got E-Wiz behind 2 golems. The first move they dropped was 2 golems. And E-Wiz is a great counter to the Inferno Tower when you can reach it. So all in all, we do take a lot of damage, but given all the elixir they committed to this right lane, we defended the tower, and they took it down to about 1,000 HP. 2 golems, E-Wiz, archers, what else? Minions. I can't remember what else they had. But you know, they didn't even take the tower. That's a pretty heavy push to not get the tower. I was only able to drop 1 Inferno tower for their 2 golem push. Look at that, look at that. Furnace, y'all. The furnace. Look at that. The furnace doing those 2 fire spirits, hitting the Valkyrie, Musketeer, and the balloon. I think that basically ended the Valkyrie and Musketeer's run, and the balloon was left to get taken out by the tower itself. Sometimes I think, why don't they have archer towers? And then I'm like, oh yeah, because the crown towers have archers standing on top of them shooting arrows. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So they're gearing up for another push. We did a pretty good job of bringing their tower down, so we're about even in HP, or on damage done to the tower. Whew. I know I said it's late. I'm trying not to yawn for y'all, because nobody wants to yawn when they watch a video. But this is the 3rd time recording it. I don't want to do it again. I recorded pretty good last time, and the audio didn't get captured, so it reset some things. I dropped the furnace, coming in clutch another way by pulling the balloon and 1 of the golems towards the left tower. So they committed again 16 elixir with the golems plus their supporting troops to take down the right-hand lane's tower, which only had 600-700 health, 800 health, HP, I guess. I forget what to call it sometimes. So 600 HP, and they committed 16 elixir just in the golems. All right, that's like a rocket and a log. You know what I'm saying? Or a rocket, log, and a zap, or a rocket and a fireball. You know what I mean? There's so many ways you could have gotten that down, but they didn't. And so since they overcommitted, we're able to take over on that left-hand lane. And within about 20 seconds, we took the left-hand tower completely out. Like, we didn't really do much damage on that left side before this. It was pretty sweet. So we called it a night after this. And I didn't want to show you too many matches, because I'll just talk you through 10 matches. That's gonna be a long video of the same stuff over and over. So you see the decks there if you want to use them next time. Somebody requested that we do some chest openings, so I decided to do that. We're gonna jump right into that. I got a free chest, I got a legendary chest, I got a crown chest. This free chest, not great, but it's free stuff. You know, a couple gems, a little bit of gold, 1 ice golem, 12 Teslas that turned into gold. Got the crown chest here. This is a little better, a lot more gold, and a couple gems. And then, let's see, I wanted the elixir collector, and I think I got a musketeer out of here. The other cards just turn into gold because I have the most you can hold before, you know, you max them out. And then you can hold like 100 each on a common, and then they all turn to gold after that. I bought the wizard stack this time because the deal with the gold, it just looks so much better than spending gems. Because to get a lot of gems, you have to spend money or wait like months. Like for you to get 380 gems, I think it was, for 100 cards of the Hog Rider. That's like 4 grand challenges right there, and it takes you a while to get that much gold. And to just drop it on 100 cards when you're almost maxed is stupid. It just doesn't make sense unless you got it like that. If you got money like that and you could just buy all them gems, by all means. Alright, this is my favorite part. Got the graveyard. Finally, out of a legendary chest. Out of a chest. I didn't have it come out of any other legendaries. And that's going to bring it up to 1 card away from level 3. So that's gonna end the video. If you like the video, please subscribe to me on YouTube. You could even like the video, or follow me on Twitter. I have updates about Clash Royale stuff, live streams, new YouTube videos, all that good stuff. It is at antBEAST_YT. Same thing on Twitch if you want to see me live. If you want to find a place to connect to all my other things, the Twitter the Twitter handle is probably the best bet. And I have a couple more videos coming this week. I just have to edit them, put them together for y'all, and I'll release them. So look forward to that. There'll be a video on, what did I record them on? Some good stuff. That's what it is. Some Clash Royale stuff. That's pretty cool. Got to figure this out. Challenges. What was the challenge? I do not remember, but I have a lot of notes. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like the video. Click the thumbs up on YouTube. That'd be great for me. And if you want to see more Clash Royale content, maybe some other games in the future, but definitely a lot more Clash Royale content, you can go ahead. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I do live streams as well. Follow me on Twitter to get updates on when I'm streaming, when I'm releasing new videos, and other Clash Royale updates or gaming updates at antBEAST_YT. That's where you'll be able to find like all the information to like the streams and new videos and like updates of new stuff coming out for Clash Royale. And you'll be able to keep in contact with me there because I check that quite often, and it's pretty active on Twitter. So thanks for watching. Go ahead, like and subscribe right here. Is it down? I don't know. I know like is underneath, is subscribe up. Either way, you can do that if you want to, if you like it. If you don't dislike it. I mean, you could, but you don't need to, right? Anyways, thanks for watching, y'all. See you next time.